Hi, my name is Rashmi and I develop biology curricula and activities for Agastya Foundation. It was a really great experience coming to this workshop and learning in depth about what creativity means and what it represents in today's world. And as an organization, Agastya uses creativity as its foundation for all of its activities. But it was really wonderful to experience how other organizations look at creativity in their different contexts, and how although we are doing so many different things, a lot of it comes down to the creative habits of mind that we learnt about in this workshop. And throughout the workshop we looked at each of these habits, and we didn't look at it specifically like we are looking at how you can be inquisitive or how you can be collaborative, but every activity brought out aspects of each of these ideas and habits, and I found myself expressing much more than I am normally capable of. And it was interesting to hear a lot of people's varied exposures and ideas, and it was a true collaboration, because we were able to talk to each other and come up with some sort of collective learning through each of the exercises. I really enjoyed the authenticity of each of the activities, and how we all of us put out our experiences and our life stories into each activity that we did. So everything that we did was not something we read in a textbook or something driven completely by the facilitator, but things that were driven by ourselves, and that was really interesting. Finally, there was so many things we learned about how we can evaluate what the child is learning, and we were able to apply this in an exercise that we did today about how we can create a session plan using all the things that we learned. And we chose something that we don't ordinarily think about, because we are a science organization, and we chose something related to reading, and it was really wonderful thinking of all the ideas and so many original thoughts that everybody had. So overall, it was a wonderful experience, and I can't wait to do this again, or share it with so many people I know, and I'm sure it will help our organization and me as a person. So thank you.
I'm Yadu. I work for Agastya as a senior executive, and I take care of a few of our international relationships and collaborations. So it was a great week with Daniel and Jen here. This is one of the first times that I was able to anchor my thoughts about what creative learning can look like. This was the first time that I got to know there are certain indicators like imaginative, inquisitive, collaboration, those five creative habits, and I got to relate them to the creative learning process. And that really gave me a thought process of how I can evaluate myself, where I stand with these parameters, with these indicators, with these habits of mine, where I stand myself. And as a member of an organization who's involved in sparking curiosity and creativity and confidence in children, I can evaluate my organization also. I can about where we stand, how our work is, and this learning about the creative habits of mine was a great thing.
How do you think your organization will use the training that you've had over the last 2.5 days?
So, as far as I understand, Agastya works in a lot of remote corners across India, and as the need of the hour, we recruit instructors who are around that region, who are local to that particular region, and since they would be graduates in science, we give them refresher courses that help them in the science content. And all these are done just 2 weeks or 2 months prior to the academic year starts. So we take a 14-day workshop for them. We tell them a lot of content and how to use hands-on teaching processes, and then they are out in the field and they work with the children and try to do this work. But what I feel we were critically missing is the creative element of it. Our instructors were giving more importance to the content rather than how it's disseminated, and even though we tell them that ensure that children are prompted for questions, and they are encouraged to ask questions. Our instructors themselves were not completely aligned with the creative process, with the creative mindset, and how different forms of learning tools, like learning aid need not be always a physical model. Even a drama or a skit or a story, or everything is a physical, everything is a model for learning, everything is a hands-on learning. And that's what I think this particular training brought into the instructor's mind, that you have to take care of the way you deliver the content, and that is as important as the content as such.
Hello, this is Sony from Agastya campus. So I'm from Andhra Pradesh. I'm heading the training team at Agastya. So basically I'm involved in the training of Agastya teachers. So right from the first session till the last session, everything was done in a novel way. So can take like taking feedback from the participants, or having a warm-up exercise, or getting introduced. Everything is done in a novel way, which is nothing but a creative thing. Yeah.
So, what's the biggest thing that you think you'll take away from the 2 days?
I think just the way it has opened up my mind. It makes me think that it just opened up new possibilities. It's opened up ways.
So, how did it feel to reflect on your own learning experiences?
It felt really. It felt great. It felt. I was very content, because reflection is something which we don't do, and it's, I think, only when we go back, we think, we reflect, we move ahead. It's like catapult. The more we reflect, the more we know how to move ahead. So it was really, really good, and because we did it in groups, it was good to know reflections of others, because there were similar stories, there were learnings, there were just such fabulous interactions which happened, which has helped us to learn from each other.